Hello everyone, Manathrall here, and welcome to the month ahead video that I like to do for this. Okay, so there's quite a bit here, all being announced actually, and if you're free to play, this is a very good month for you. So here's what we got coming this month. We have Dimension of the Damned, which if you're unfamiliar, it was announced at RuneFest, and I talked about it a little bit here on the channel. What it is you will be able to go into a it's a like kind of like if you go into Darkscape, it's a different version of RuneScape, but this time it's free to play. Members don't matter. We all have the same equal footing. Everything is maxed. You just go in and you do what you can. So there's different types of equipment, power-ups, materials, and in order to get those things, you have to kill zombies to get points, to get the crates, to get different items to power up, and then the person who goes through and does the best at the very end is the winner. And the last week or two, that is when they have, well, might not even be the last week or two because they don't have much on that, but the grand finale will take place on October 28th. There it says. And the invited player starts with fresh points at 0 points. But this time, if you die, it's permanent. And then the event will last for 2 hours. And the world will slowly shrink until there's only one person left. You get unique in-game prizes, as well as they did hint at possibly real-life prizes. So that's actually something worth looking into for anybody out there. Especially because you could do it free to play or members. And we're all in the same world, same way. Also, it is worth noting that they did, during the Q&A stream, they did say about a change they're going to be doing. Well, how you accrue the points up until that point so you can get selected. I believe they said it'll be 1 hour per day that you get you can accumulate points. So there is that to actually consider. So do keep that in mind. Also, I did want to mention this is something that's actually not on here, but I had found it through Twitter. Starting the very first update, the very next update, they're going to be having it so the clue scrolls start getting tracked of what you get. So that means if you start completing clue scrolls after the next update, it'll start keeping track, a lot like the bosses do, where it keeps track of your loot. And it should, but they're not verifying yet, that it should include the clam. So if you can get the clam, that's good news for you. That'll actually be included. As for anything else with that, they didn't really give much more information. But they did want to note that that kind of stuff that you get from it is the only part of the clue scroll overhaul that is coming. That is, so there is going to be more to that down the road, but they're releasing that part first, and that's going to be the only part of the overhaul that gets released. So that's actually something that's coming that is not even listed. So there's also more free-to-play content, which means there's going to be 7 quests, which they showed images of Gertrude's cat. They showed different dig site areas, a broken home area. So I'm not sure exactly what quests. They don't really have say, but there is 7 quests. There's also going to be more areas to explore, so you will be able to go past that fence along the rock, from what I had heard. The fletching skill is being released to free to play. There will be 2 distractions and diversions coming to free to play. The Warriors Guild, craftable offhands, so that means you can actually dual wield swords, and you can actually craft the sword. Crossbows, and there's going to be more magic and ranged gear. I believe it should be going all the way up to the equivalent of rune. So that is very good news for you guys who are free to play. You'll finally be able to get better gear, considering you've been able to do more and more bossing. Now, if you are a member, do not feel too annoyed by this. From what I had heard, and it makes a lot of sense from a business point of view. A big reason why they're going and releasing a more and more free-to-play stuff is because pretty soon the RuneScape Mobile is going to be coming into play, and they want to have they even admitted to that they have been ignoring their free-to-play player base for a little too long, and they want to give more. And then with the whole mobile coming into play, it made them realize just how much they were actually ignoring their free-to-play base. And this way it helps those who may join the game and stuff like that. There is a Halloween event that is going to be coming up where you will be going around solving stories, solving riddles from different ghosts, which were from players and mods themselves. And you'll be getting new emotes, title, cosmetic effects, all those good little kind of goodies. Novemberfest is going to be coming. It should be at the very close to the end of the month, but I'm not entirely sure. They might release it earlier than that. There's going to be a new seasonal mini game called Kegger, and it's going to be a lot like the beach and previous events like the spring fair. It's kind of like a mixture of those. So there is different things. There's going to be a lot of different ways you can earn XP, and there's going to be barrel pets, wall pretenders, outfits, dance emotes, XP, so all those good things. And there's going to be a CS week, which is the account security week, which is Clue Scroll week, which is with count checks. So every day that week, you'll be able to log in, get free keys, and be able to get different clue scrolls and get lamps and rewards and a whole bunch. It's a really good event, actually. I will give them credit for that one. And then there's also going to be another fundraiser coming up, which is going to be basically the same thing as Gielinor Giving, except for there's a new outfit, which kind of looks a lot like the one that they did for May. It's just going to be a little bit different, where it looks more of, instead of like a melee outfit, it looks more like a mage outfit. So those, who prefer like the robe style designs better, you should be pretty happy with that. But that actually looks to be it for as far as the announced updates. However, there is always those little nuggets lately of different surprises of what may come. Now, they are saying that Dimension of the Damned is going to be the first update, but that is not coming out until the 16th, which leaves a couple Mondays in between then and now. So it's hard to say exactly what they plan on doing, but we both know, or we all know, that they're probably going to be releasing something the first 2 weeks as well. So don't be too disappointing that there will be more stuff coming up. So that'll actually do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, later guys.